Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Arizona Cardinals.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
They start on the ground with Geis. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to float this over the middle deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Is good.
The point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Cardinals
now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Mayfield. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Geis. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. 3rd down here.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Ross, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
The kick is
extra point up and through by Myers. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Trubisky.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. And a Buccaneer 1st down. That's the end of the 1st quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A run for Nick Chubb. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
To Nick Chubb.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Trubisky will throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
A 41-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Play action. It's Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going. And
he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Cardinals 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
53 is the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I got it.
That run good for 6 yards, but they're still looking up at a 3rd and 15.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Third and long for Mayfield. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
He was brought down by...
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this one is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets,
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. first down, Mayfield. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for Joshua Perkins. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They run. Chubb. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 35 on second down, Trubisky, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. There he goes, left side. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Jason Myers.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Now it's Trubisky.
And at the 22.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now here's Ross. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Switch!
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check! 53's mine! Check! 53's mine! I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. King!
Now a run with Geist. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Give me that ball, regular. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, check Mike 15. Mike. Hurry.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Geis. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
2nd and 11 at the 41. Mayfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Chubb. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Now it's Trubisky.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Ross on the return. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And a short gain down to about the 33.
Darius Geis, the ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. try and run the option to pick it up. Now they'll run the toss here to the wide side of the field. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll try to run it. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cardinals 38, Buccaneers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They go play action with Trubisky. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Daniil Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. To try again after the sack. Trubisky over the middle, complete. It's Wells. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Now he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Cardinals 38.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout.
Back at the 42.
Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the gun, Mayfield. Smith catches left side. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout.
Smith.
But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 10.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Trubisky to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at 2nd down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Second and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. They'll run with Chubb, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Check 26, check 26.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them. And
as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Arizona, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they will hit the road.